Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. For this week's update, I just wanted to let you know as I serve on the board of directors for our National Association of Councils on Developmental Disabilities. We have hired a new executive director, and that person is able to start April 21st. And we are going to announce widely as an association on March 21st who that person is. And we are very excited, and I am really excited to share that with you shortly. Also, we met Tina, Developmental Disabilities Division, me, Money Follows the Person, and Home and Community Based Services with Jake and Kayla, and Carla Klonick at the division all met this week to talk about national core indicators. And the good news is we have money budgeted for national core indicators. Surveys are coming due. Surveys are being done now for the developmental disability side for families. The provider survey wasn't done, and the in-person person receiving services survey will be completed by this summer. So we'll be paying out bills this summer, and we've been watching the budget, and I've been working with Tina to get us close to that spend down so we don't lose money. Like lose by not spending it because we have this obligated. So we should be good to do that by this summer, and we meet in August again, so we could always adjust if we need to. But the good news I wanted to share is moving forward after we get through this round of spending for 24. CMS had a meeting this week with the home and community-based service providers, and the Money Follows the Person directors were on that. And they are going to be required to do national core indicators moving on from year 25 on, which is really cool because they will do the aging services surveys as well as developmental disability surveys. So those will continue on and sustain with the federal funding that they get in that pot of money. So our money will get us through to 25, then they will take it on from then, which is really neat to make sure good work continues and we have that data. The other part I wanted to share with that was now I'm forgetting. Oh, the bad part is, I guess, is CMS is not going to allow data collected in 24 and 25 to be used in 26. So the surveys we're doing now, great. We have that as a state. We'll go into legislation. We have that. But they will have to survey again in 25 or 26 for that year. CMS is not going to allow data for these 2 years. So I guess the good and the bad is they're going to get surveyed again, which just means people can provide more feedback over the next couple of years. It just can't be used for what we collect now. So maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, but I think more data is good, and making sure people are able to express how they feel more frequently is not a bad thing. It's just that Money Follows the Person is going to have to cover that cost to do it again after they did it the year prior. So just so you know. Anyway, our aging grant, or aging and disability grant, I had a meeting with NACDD staff that are overseeing that grant we got for $5,000 to talk about people as they age with disabilities. What do we want to do in our community of practice or our state team, whatever you want to call it, that 13 partners that agreed to do this work with us over the next 2 years. I kind of got some feedback on our grant. The only feedback was they wanted us to have more diverse populations on our state team, like more diversity within the disability field. So I'm going to work with NACDD on some technical assistance to see if we can bring more diverse groups in. I'm also going to ask Jordan Leducer. We're meeting Monday to talk about how we can maybe bring in more diversity within our state team. So that was the only feedback on our grant that I received. Otherwise, it was great. I'm going to put out a doodle poll to our state team members next week and then kick off our meetings. We are going to start with the diversity, equity, and inclusion training, and then work on setting priorities and a work plan over the next year, and then do that. Turn that work plan into the feds, and then get to work. And we have a state team meeting in July. That's a requirement of the grant too. We will have to go to DC for 2 days to talk about this project with all of the other states involved, and the technical assistance providers, the feds, and our grant oversight agencies there. So PNA and our USED and DCPD and us are the 3 leads. So we will all have to go to that and just have a conversation this summer about the work we're doing as part of the grant. So part of the money or the money that we receive, we can use for travel too, that kind of thing. So I will try to work on logistics of that. That was news to us that we have to go to an in-person meeting. I also want to let you know next week is Disability Awareness Day in Jamestown, as well as our all meeting. I have to turn in final numbers to the hotel Monday. So if you would still like to attend, please let me know. Or if you need the contact in Jamestown, Melinda, to let them know you'd like to go to Disability Awareness Day or have a booth or something, please let us know so we can get you there. It'll be a really good time, I think. Our sibling shops training in April, we have 20 people registered to attend to be sib shop leaders around the state, which is cool. But we outgrew our previous meeting space at BSC, so I had to get us a new space to accommodate 20 individuals, which is really awesome. And that is still out if you would like to be a sib shop trainer. That's going to be April 25th, 26th, a Friday, Saturday. And also, I booked space for partners. We're going to kick off partners in August again. August, September, October, 3 weekends, 1 weekend a month. So look for information on partners coming out. If you'd like to share with people you know that would like to participate, that would be awesome. And then I met this morning with the Bismarck Marathon folks and Kylie with Dreams in Motion to talk about the adaptive race and our vision on how that could be more inclusive and not just a standalone event, but how maybe the marathon could put things into place so every event is adaptable to a person with a disability. At this point, they're very interested in that at the marathon and would like us to meet with their race directors to talk about how they could really do that versus a standalone event. And I don't know what that looks like, and I don't know if we're just going to give them feedback or if they're into this kind of idea, but just letting you know those conversations are open. And it looks like the team on the marathon would love to make this race the go-to race for anybody of any ability in our state. So I think that's just a great vision for them to have. And our groups could maybe help develop that vision that best fits people with disabilities. So more to come on that, but that's what I know now. Have a great weekend and see you next week.